Hey everybody, it's Pastor Jeff. It's Monday, December 15th. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock, and I am just compelled to reach out to you and let you know how today has gone. For those of you that were with us on Saturday night, and you know that we made the commitment to move forward with the property on Postal Road and see whether or not God would have us there as our next location and home for the bridge. Well, we talked a lot, and I shared with you that there were a lot of things that needed to happen. Well, praise God, I just have to let you know what took place today on Monday. And again, all in the spirit of God's grace. And I feel under the umbrella of the inspiration of Nehemiah and what God did in those 52 days. All right, well, enough of that. Let me just tell you what's taken place. First of all, this morning, I did have conversation with the leasing agent. And while we have not signed the lease and we are still going back and forth with a few details, everything appears to be fine and moving forward. Second, we got word this morning that Leon, our God-sent general contractor, plans to have blueprints ready by Thursday. A team of our internal bridge family will be getting together Thursday night to go over those preliminary drawings in hopes of getting an audience with the county officials and showing them what we intend and hoping to hear from them that they'll give us a temporary permit so that we can utilize the space in a basic way while we do the longer term work of finishing it to our exact desires and the county's requirements. Well, it was not a foregone conclusion that that would happen before the first of the year. This morning we got word that Leon will have the prints ready on Thursday for us to at least look at. Then a team of our people have agreed to come together Thursday night at 6 o'clock to look at those preliminary drawings. With that in mind, Paul reached out to the county, and as of this afternoon, we've now been told we have a Friday morning appointment with the county permit, clerks, building inspector, and fire marshal, all pulled together by our newfound friends and I believe God appointed people at the county permit office. All of this happening and will happen now this week. Now, as if that weren't enough, just maybe about half hour ago, I was blessed to hear that through one of our family members, there are some connections, and we've been told that in a preliminary way that we can expect massive support from an architect, perhaps to the extent of a no-cost relationship that would be willing to sign off on approved drawings. Now, that's not a guarantee yet, and we still need to affirm some of that, but we've been told to expect that kind of blessing, and I just want you to know that that's coming. I also heard from our friends at Weems Creek that we most likely have a licensed electrician that will be available to help us as well. That's a personal friend of mine, and I'm looking forward to introducing all of you to Charles. But I want you just again to think about that. Since we last spoke, we have now yet again seen just a massive move of God, and it's nothing less than breathtaking. I pray that this does not become secondhand or blasé to you or any of us, that all of us will come to realize the blessing that God is showing us in all of what's happening. So I'll continue to keep you informed, and when we do make an official signature, assuming that will happen, and once we have seen preliminary prints and after we've met with the county and all of these things, I'm going to continue to keep you informed so that we walk through this journey together. I ask you to please continue to pray. I was going to ask you to begin to pray for the execution of what needs to happen, but let's just continue to pray that God will reveal his will and that we'll follow in it. Lastly, in closing, let me just ask that you begin to also pray about and think about helping us move this bridge office to that new location. A part of how God has demonstrated the move here is he's orchestrated the end of the lease at this office at the same time that the opening of the Postal Road property has been or appears to be coming open to us. So that means between now and the end of the year, we need to actually pack up the bridge office and then move it over to the new location. Now, it's only 500 yards up the street, but unfortunately, the distance is not the issue. It's the packing and the moving. So please, we don't have a date or a time yet for that, but please be praying. And when we do ask for a certain time or date, if you can, please come join us. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Love you, and strap yourselves in. God's taking us for one heck of a ride. This is beautiful. Thanks so much. I love you. Bye-bye.